Hello, beautiful people. We're here, live on Twitch. And it is time. It is time to finish out season number 3 of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The goal is today to finish the bowl game and get through the off season. We'll probably depending on how long it takes, we'll probably start season 4. We'll probably start 2027. But we'll see. So it's going to be 8-4 Notre Dame versus 6-6 Washington State. Once again, we are in the Armed Forces Bowl. We have signed a new. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the coach's contract for real quickly. We have signed a new 3-year deal that goes into effect in 2027. Or I'm sorry. It's a 2-year. I'm sorry. We signed a 2-year deal that goes into effect at 2027. Oh, excuse me. Anyway. Shit. Damn it. Alright, so we're going to jump into this, and it's going to be Washington State, Notre Dame for the Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas. Oh, man. Damn. I think something just came up and curled up my nose and just. Okay, so for this game, we're going to break out the Shamrock. We're breaking out the Shamrock uniforms. I have not worn a Shamrock uniforms all season. We're breaking out the Shamrock uniforms for Washington State. You know what? For Washington State, I'm gonna let them keep. I'm gonna let them wear just the away uniforms for this one. So we're gonna get into this. Anybody that's following along, if you haven't followed me before, I pretty much just run the offense. I let the defense dictate, let the defense do their thing, and pretty much go from there. So, yeah. Anyway.
There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars.
Anyway.
The Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, I'm pretty much, this is pretty much my, pretty much my last free day for a while. I've been on vacation all week, been enjoying myself, so. Anyway, we're going to jump into this Armed Forces Bowl. Washington State, Notre Dame, and Notre Dame is going to kick the ball off. We're going to run the defense out first. And kick is away. It is not going to be returned. Well, not if he values himself. All right, so they're going to start at the 25. All right, so let's see how the defense rolls out first. All right, so they go the length of the field. They get themselves a touchdown. Not bad. Ends up with a 10-yard touchdown from John Mater to Carlos Hernandez. So, can't argue with that. All right, we have the ball at the 32-yard line as we're going to step onto the field. We've got Kenny Minchie next to Love, and he's going to get a yard.
Well, guys, bowl bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season.
Shit!
Throughout your career.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I should have I should have realized.
It didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer.
Okay, so not exactly not exactly the opening drive we were looking for. Kick is up. It is. Oh, he goes. No, I'm good. All right, so we will start the second drive. We do get the ball after. All right, Cam Williams returns the punt. 6 yards. We get the ball to the 38. All right, so we're going to start the offense out again.
The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
There we go. There we go. Jeremiah Love getting himself 7.
Let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice. Got the first down.
And that's exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do.
Here we go.
You cannot become one-dimensional.
There we go. Faison gets himself 7 on that one.
Nice job getting the first down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy.
Only got 2 on that one. Okay, so we got a 3rd and 1 at the 39-yard line. And off. Price getting himself some room, and he gets up to the 28.
First down, they'll spot it at the 28.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless you're
All right, let's see here.
Everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job of finding the hole.
There we go. Love got himself 7 on that one.
Huge game. If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and run this.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the lone running back.
Yeah, got 2. All right, first quarter's come to an end. Washington State's up 7-0, but Notre Dame is making the drive, so we can't argue with that.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
All right, so it's 3rd and 1 from the 20. Jeremiah Love in the backfield next to Kenny Minchie. Minchie takes the snap, hands it to Love. Love is going up the middle. He's getting down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Cozy makes the catch. Gets 3, but, well, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Here comes the handoff to Love. Love's gonna barrel him way into the end zone. We're going to be down 7-6 with the extra point to come. Touchdown number 25 in his career for Mr. Jeremiah Love, as his college career is going to come to an end. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a high round draft pick. I would hope so, but you never know. So, anyway, extra point is to come. It is up. It is good, and we are tied at 7 with 5:24 left. 5:24 left in the second quarter. Kick is up. It is into the back of the end zone. There will be no return for Washington State.
Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again.
So Washington State will take over the ball for the offense, and we will see what the defense does. And we get a stop. Cam Williams with a 15-yard return on a punt. They pretty much went 3 and out. Damn, that sucks. So we're taking the ball over at the 41-yard line.
First play of the drive comes from the 41.
Minchie back there with Jeremiah Love again. And off to Love. Love just picks up 8 yards on the run. We're at the 49, 2nd and 2 from the 49. Minchie's going to hand it off. Love got him the 2 yards up to the 46.
That's a really good looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockney, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. The defense down.
Only got 2, but
this is Notre Dame.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where running this play sometimes when they're lined up wide like they are here, it's hard to run that play. It's easy to run the ball like that, but it's hard to really run the play. It's hard to run the touch pass whenever they line up wide like they are. Get him! There we go. Down to the 33. All right, Price is going to take this one as we're going to run the touch pass again. Got it. Oh, got 6.
He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're trying.
No, he's looking to get away.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup and ball on that play.
Really? Because that looked like a pickup to me, but oh, whatever.
Can they avoid making that 4th down decision?
Well, I tried to get rid of the ball, but that didn't go too well.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open.
Shit.
Accurate enough throw ball.
Well, wide left.
Big decision here on 4th.
I had the leg, but it would wide left. All right, 2:35 left. Let's see what the defense does. They give up a touchdown. 45 seconds to go in the half. We're down by 7. We get the ball to begin the second half, so that may dictate a few things. It may not. We'll see. We are going to come out throwing the ball first, so let's just see what this does. Oh, shit. Run, fool! Run! 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 Oh, shit. Woo! That was one of those where it was like, run! 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 Run from the process server. Shit! No! Uh-oh. Oh, come on! Son of a bitch. No. Oh my God. You got to be kidding me. Well, we are down by 14 with 24 seconds to go. I can say this for a fact. Minchie will not be on the field in the second half. Oh my God.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep.
Run, Dion, run, run! Shit!
He'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground.
Oh, Dion Colsey, the senior. I love that play, especially for him because of his speed. If he gets behind somebody like he did right there, all it is catch the ball and then run. Run like your life depends on it. And he did. And then dove into the end zone like a fool. So, oh my God. So with the extra point, we would be down by 7. But honestly, considering where we were before 8 seconds ago, I'll take being down by 7 with 16 seconds to go in the half. I'm just saying, I'll take it. Kick is up. It is going to be returned. All right. Come on. All right. 12 seconds to go. I'm going to let the defense just go. I'm picking a play and then just letting the defense run. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm just going to let them go. Okay. So he's going to go. So he said, screw it. I'm going into the half with the lead. You're getting the ball. I'm going into the half with the lead. Cool. So the Armed Forces Bowl is 21-14. Notre Dame is down. They're doing good. Washington State is making their presence felt and making their presence known. I'll give them that. Notre Dame is kind of it's interesting.
Which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
All right, before we start the second half, like I said before, we are going to make a change, and I'm going to bring in C.J. Carr, and I'm going to have C.J. Carr run the offense for the second half. So that's pretty much it. We're going to run the kickoff, and here comes the kick. Faison's going to return it. Got down to the 21, so not bad. Not good, but not bad. First play out the gate, C.J. Carr.
Looking to move it through the air.
Shit! That was my bad. No, I threw that one late. That was my bad. All right, so we're down by 10 as we gave up the field goal. I screwed up on that play. I fully admit it. I fully take blame for that.
Leaves it with the back.
Hand off to Love, got 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Okay.
Way for 3 out to the 33. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores and fast.
All right, here we go.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He's going to run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I ain't think I'm going to get anything. Just looking at everything.
Nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
There we go.
He's got his man.
There we go. Deion Colsey with the catch.
Productive play in the passing game.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to love
Colsey with the catch. He gets down to the 14.
Big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Okay, Carr only gets a yard. I probably should have
listen,
Gave it.
if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off. When
Okay, phase on, makes a catch.
Defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure coming. Still on his feet.
Touchdown, CJ Carr.
And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And
That missed field goal before the half is coming back to coming back to make things interesting.
And it'll come out.
All right, 3:05.
No attempt at a
Ball at 25. Defense is going to take the field. Can we get a stop? We do get a stop. We've got 1:12 left. We've got the ball at the, oh boy, the 4-yard line. Okay.
has the ball and ready to get moving. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take
Jesus Christ, man.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to.
Talking about getting so lucky, too.
Here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue.
All right, 6 yards.
To go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Immediately fires to the middle.
Colsey with his 5th catch.
He gets the first down. Now let's see if they
3rd quarter's going to end. We're down by 3, but we fought back from the threat of a safety to getting down to getting out of that and getting some offense moving. We're at the 35. First down. Considering where we started, I'd say we're in pretty good shape. There we go. There we go. First down just before the 50. Whew, man. Ball's handed off again. We're going to get 7 as we're going to cross midfield.
Second and 7. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On second down, looking again to throw.
Faison makes the catch. He's going to get the first down to the 41.
The first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So
Carr making the move. He gets 4.
Across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfect.
To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the right.
Got him.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here.
Whew.
The defense finally makes the stop. Running back searching for a hole.
Hand off to Love. Love's going to get 8 up to the 6.
Knocks him down.
Whew.
To work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Price in the backfield. He's going to take the ball. He's going to get a yard up to the 5.
More guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open up for the passing.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a
They know what's coming.
Try to pick it up on the ground.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And we take the lead.
They move on top.
Woo! Jeremiah Love takes the handoff and barrels into the end zone. We're up by 3 with the extra point to come. 4:15 to go. Oh. Okay, that's new. Love's got 103 rushing yards, 2 scores.
They'll try to add another
To me, he player of the game right now. And extra point is up. It is good. They need a touchdown to take the lead. It's basically touchdown or bust at this time, at this point for them. Kick is up. It is high. It is in the end zone. And they're going to touch back. He thought about it. He had a moment. He had about a 3-second pause where he thought to himself, should I take it out? And then he thought, nah. Defense is going to take the field. 4:15 to go, and here we go. So they get marched down the field, but they get stopped. We're going to pick up the ball at the 8-yard line with about 1:51 to go. Basically, it's going to be get a first down, get us out of the shadow of the end zone.
Here come the Irish back on offense.
And in the process, make them use their timeouts.
Here it is, and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense.
Here we go. Here we go. There we go. 7. Good start. 7 yards. Good start.
Trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense, now, we have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Quick timeout.
I think I got a yard.
And stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Well, we're winding it down, guys.
Okay, 3rd and 2. 1:43.
Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
We got the first down.
They're sending out the
They
seniors
sent.
on
They
the
just.
front foot. Guys,
They
listen,
just spent their final timeout.
tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget
We're gonna run the ball because kneeling right now is useless.
A lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep.
Oh my God, Love's on the. They caught him at the 41. I was like, damn, I thought I was gonna get loose.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical,
All right.
especially in the middle.
And they'll bring him down after.
Okay, so I am gonna make an adjustment. We're gonna run the 2 clock.
Get them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football.
Price.
To the other team.
4th and 1.
This one's over if I
And
just-
this is it. Notre Dame is going to pick up the win here, 28-24 over Washington State. And we're going to finish the year 9-4.
Down to the final,
Not even close to the record that I wanted, but
and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big
we
time.
had some bad losses.
Big games, and that's what happens.
The loss to North Carolina wasn't good.
You love this. We know that you have confidence.
The loss to USC hurt.
Correct. And you don't know until the game.
Yeah, but Jeremiah Love was named player of the game. And we see some highlights here. The touchdown run of him breaking it.
That's going to do it for us.
The nice run. That was the run after catch from Deion Colsey.
This has been another presentation.
Notre Dame just soaking in another bowl game win. Again, we win at 28-24. It was a comeback win that it shouldn't have been a comeback win, but it was the fact that we had a comeback win in it that was good for us. Kenny Minchie went 6 of 8 for 100 yards, a touchdown. CJ Carr went 6 of 7, 89 yards, 1 pick. But the pick was my fault. I knew it was my fault. I screwed it up, and I take full responsibility for it. Jeremiah Love finishes his career 26 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. CJ Carr did have himself a rushing touchdown off of not 5 carries for 29 yards. Deion Colsey, he went out good. 5 catches, 129 yards, 1 score. I'm gonna miss this bastard. I'm really gonna miss this bastard. Oh man. So, the year is going to come to an end. We are going to pick up the victory here over Washington State. Oh man. We did win the Armed Forces Bowl, of course. I will be back in just a moment. Okay, I am back. I just had to make a little pit stop. So, whew, man, feel better. Anyway, the season is over. Week 1 of bowl week is in the books. We still have a lot of bowl games to go. We still have the first round of the CFP to go. So, we'll see how that goes. Let's take a look at the bracket real quickly. First round matchups will be North Carolina at home against Washington. Liberty against Boise State. Alabama against Iowa State, and Arizona State and Michigan. So let's get week 1 in the books and see what happens. All right, week 1 is in the books. We do have a right tackle that has decided to narrow his choices down. He has reached his top 5. We are in the top 3. It is us, it is Liberty, and it is Penn State. So, we'll see how that goes. As for the fallout for week 1, let's take a look at the job offers and see. All right, so we have been giving the head coaching job. We have been offered the head coaching job at North Carolina. I'm going to assume the head coach at North Carolina got fired because they lost. But I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, so let's get into the bracket and let's see the fallout, shall we? Okay, they actually won. Wow, okay. You won, and yet you're offering me the head coaching job. No shame. Oh. So, North Carolina beats Washington 38-13. Let's see. Let's take a look at the box score, shall we? Connor Harrell goes out throwing 302 yards, 3 scores, 24 of 29. Not bad. Not bad at all. They didn't have a lot of rushing on the ground, but when you can throw for 300 yards, it works. Chris Culver had 10 catches, 142 yards and a touchdown. Christian Hamilton had 4 for 63 and a touchdown. And then Jake Johnson had 3 for 32 with a touchdown. So, nice job for North Carolina. Boise State and Liberty. Liberty won 41-35. I gotta be honest, not that big of a shock to me, honestly. Alabama beat Iowa State 35-28. I'm a little surprised by the final score just because I thought Alabama would roll them a little bit more, but it's the first round, so eh. Michigan and Arizona State. Michigan wins 28-24. I'm not surprised. Not surprised by the final score. Not surprised by the fact that Michigan won. Just not surprised. All right, week two. Week two is basically going to be the semifinal round. Yo, what's up, man? Week 2 will basically be the final. Oh, it's nice to see you again, man. Alright, so we got the Orange Bowl, the Peach Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, Cotton, and the Music City Bowl. Huh, interesting. I noticed that. I noticed that. Yeah, hey, that's cool. You own somebody else's account. I understand. Man, but we got so we've basically got the Music City Bowl, and then okay, so it's your second account. I got you. All right, so we're gonna have bowl week number. Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that. I forgot you could do that. I haven't looked into that myself, but there are a few other things that with Twitch I haven't looked into, but we'll get to it eventually. Okay, so week 2 of bowl season. Yeah. Okay, still got the head coaching job offer from North Carolina, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not willing to take it, but if it still sits there after a week, we might entertain the offer. All right, so week 2 is going to come into the books, and we have a quarterback, Joe Olos. I can't even pronounce the poor kid's last name. From Poughkeepsie, New York. He is a JUCO junior quarterback, and he's reached his top 5. We're at the top of his list. I'm not going to lie, that's a little scary right now. But okay. All right, so we're down to week number 3. I'm guessing the offer was gone, so the offer disappeared. No offers for B. Not surprised. Somebody must have took it up. So the offers on the table right now are the head coaching job with Buffalo. They're all head coaching jobs. Buffalo, Ohio, San Diego State, Southern Miss, Charlotte, UTSA, Georgia State, and Wyoming. And of course, I'm not on the list. I wouldn't want to be on this list anyway. because that would just mean that I'm doing a poor job. I'm just saying. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Semi-final round broke down and damn! Wow. We're gonna have to look into that because that final score, wee. I wonder how they got to that. USC put Liberty out, 31-7. Not a shock. Alabama and Oklahoma, 35-31. Alabama won. Michigan beat Stanford 41-24. The shocker for me is the 4-5 matchup. UAB in North Carolina, 61-59. I haven't looked at any of this shit yet. I'm just as curious as everybody else. How the hell did we get here? Well, we went to multiple overtimes, just looking. Nobody could stop anybody, except for the third quarter when North Carolina didn't score and UAB did. God damn. Man. That would have been a game to watch just for the sheer offensive hell of it. God damn. Whew, shit. Alright, let's take a look at the stats. Damn, I'm starting to think, I'm really starting to wish I'd taken that North Carolina job now. Shit! Connor Harold, in his last collegiate game, goes 46-57, 518 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. He did get sacked once, but good God, did he throw for a lot of yards. That poor kid's going to need some ice on that shoulder for about 2 weeks. Damn, that's a lot of yards. The rushing attack was, miserable. The passing attack. Christian Hamilton, 14 catches, 163 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chris Culver, 10 for 122. Jordan Shipp, 8 for 119 and a score. Jake Johnson had 7 for 62 and a touchdown. And then Paul Billups II had 2 for 14 and a score. He had 3 receivers over 100 yards. Damn near had 3 receivers over 10 catches. Shipp was only short by 2 catches. Jesus Christ. If this was If this was the North Carolina side, I was going to say, I want to see what the UAB side looks like, and holy shit. All right, so UAB, Trace Campbell, he went 23-34, 413, 6 touchdowns. He got sacked twice. Whew, damn. The rushing attack for them was okay. They had 2 rushing touchdowns, 10 carries, 54 yards, and then the quarterback had 8 carries, 25 yards, and a touchdown. The receiving, Amari Thomas had 10 catches for 170 yards and a touchdown. You'd think, cool, sounds good. Not to be outdone, Iverson Hooks goes out, catches 6 passes, 153 yards, 3 touchdowns. 3. Cam Shanks goes out and makes 5 catches for 79 yards and 2 scores. Damn. All I can say is, damn. Wow. So the semifinals. Number one. USC is the only... I'm sorry. USC and UAB are the only top 4 teams left. Only one of the top 4 is going to make it. It's either going to be UAB or USC. Alabama and Michigan will meet in the Rose Bowl to determine who will go to Inglewood and SoFi Stadium for the national championship. And all I can say to that is, holy hell. I can't wait to see what happens. Damn. That's some cold-blooded shit. All right. We're getting ready to go down to National Championship Week. We will see who the final two teams are, and then we will get ready to finish off the season and get ready for the postseason. Get ready for the offseason. So week 3 is coming to an end. We are going to go down from 4 to 2. So we lost a tight end. He trimmed down his list, and we did not make the cut. Alex Lake, he's cut down his list. He reached his top 8. We weren't even in his top 10. Not surprised. Jacquees Fuller got down to his top 5. We're number 2. We're right behind Marshall. He is a JUCO junior, so we'll see if that even goes anywhere. So, damn. So, we're going to have number 5 versus number 6. UAB pulled the, well, I mean, let's just spell it out. They pulled the upset over USC. Number 1 USC fell, and Alabama beat Michigan. I'm sorry, Alabama beat Michigan. Not a surprise to me. Okay, so, all right, so we're still good with our guys. Our guys are still intact. Let's see what the hell happened, because now I am curious. So UAB went out and beat USC 41-27. Alabama beat Michigan 41-13. Let's take a look at that 1-4 matchup first. So, yeah, they didn't allow USC to score in the first, and they kept USC to low scores. 14 in the first. They had 17 points. It was close. It was close going into the third quarter. That final quarter is when they finally just said, nah, we're done. We ain't playing around. Wow. So, Trace Campbell goes 21 of 28, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked twice. The running game came out to play. Finally. Lee Beebe Jr. went out 12 carries, 110 yards, and a score. Nate Rogers had 8 for 21 and a score, and then Dion Jowers had a 12-yard carry for a touchdown. They came out to play. The receivers, Amari Thomas had 8 for 107 with a touchdown. Hooks had 5 for 65. Shanks had 5 for 64 with a score. Not bad. So let's see just what was USC's downfall. Jaden Maivia went 29 of 39 for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. But that offensive line gave up 4 sacks. That's going to kill you. That and also not being able to run the ball. When your quarterback has the most rushing yards, on top of the fact that they were sacked 4 times, which takes away from their rushing yard total. Yeah, that's bad. Xavier Jordan did have 10 catches for 127 yards and a touchdown. Mikey Lemon had 5 for 84 with a touch, and Walter Matthews had 7 for 68 with a score. Damn. Let's take a look at Alabama and Michigan, see what Alabama did to stop Michigan. They went up 28-3, or 28-13 at the half, and basically told Michigan to squat. and didn't allow them to score a single point in the entire second half. Damn. So Ty Simpson goes 20 of 31, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns. He does get sacked twice. Richard Young goes 14 carries, 56 yards. Kevin Riley. Yeah, I believe it was the... Oh, what? Oh, damn. I can't remember what it was. Let's tell you what it was I said. It's been a relaxing week for me. The bacon. I remember now. Bacon and sausage in a pan and put it in the oven. Yes, bacon. Bacon and sausage links. What you do is take the oven, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Lay out your bacon, lay out your sausage. Stick that sucker in the oven for about 20 minutes. Now, it depends on how crispy you want your bacon. If you want your bacon extra crispy, you want to go for about 24 to 25 minutes. But take that, put that in a pan and put it in the oven. Preheat it 400 degrees, 20 to 25 minutes, depending on your crispy level for your bacon. I'm going to tell you, you take that shit out of the oven, let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes before you take it out. Dude, it's going to be greasy because the grease ain't going to have nowhere to go. But it is, let me put it to you this way. It is a single man's dream when it comes to bacon, especially when you don't want to fuck with a stovetop and a pan, which I hate doing that shit because I don't like getting popped by grease. Do that 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how crispy you want that bacon. I'm telling you, dude, you have that shit, you're gonna love it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of bacon you get. Now, if you get there is a cinnamon toast bacon, a cinnamon toast crunch bacon that I know they sell at Kroger. I don't know if they sell it in any other stores. If you get that bacon, you do not want to cook that shit for 20 minutes because that shit has sugar in it. And it will brown up. It will get dark real quick. So if you do the cinnamon toast crunch bacon, you want to do that for 16 minutes. Regular bacon, especially thick cut bacon, you want to run that for 20 to 25 minutes. And it will be awesome. It's going to be greasy because, like I said, the grease ain't got nowhere to go. If you want, get your paper towel, put your bacon on a paper towel, kind of dap out your grease if you don't want it that greasy. But I'm telling you, man, you do that, you let it cook, you let it sit for a minute before you plate it. It is going to be awesome. All right, man, go ahead and do that. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be the shit, man. You're going to enjoy that. Okay, so back to where I was. Sitting here giving cooking tips. Oh, man. Cole Adams, 10 receptions, 150 yards and a score. Whew, damn. Ty Lockwood ends up with a touchdown score, and so does Kevin Riley. So the finals is going to be UAB and Alabama. 6-4, Inglewood, California at SoFi Stadium. Who walks out with the 2026 national championship? I don't know. You should have. It depends on the if you're doing if your oven is digital, it should it should just alert you when it's the preheat's over. Because if your oven is digital, which majority of the ovens are, if you set the temperature and set it to bake, if it says pre on the digital readout for it, you just let that go until the pre goes off and the oven temperature goes. If you're not a digital, if you're not a digital, I would say, if it's not digital, I'd say let it preheat for about, let me see, let it preheat for about 5 to 10 minutes. But the majority of apartments and the majority of ovens, especially newer ones, are digital. So if you have a digital reader, if you have digital, then it should just let you know what's going on, and you should be good. So I mean, you shouldn't have any problems, because, like I said, I mean, I'm in an apartment that's fucking old as hell, and oh yeah, okay. In that case, go about 10 minutes. Preheat it for about 10. Preheat the oven for about 10 minutes before you put it in, and then just let it go for about 20 minutes, and you should be good. Oh, who is blowing up my phone right now? Okay. Okay, I thought I got rid of this, but okay. Oh man. Okay, this is a little weird for me, but okay. Okay. Oh, sorry about this. I'm dealing with a. Oh man, I'm dealing with a girlfriend who is a little needy and a little sick, which I understand. And then, oh god, I'm dealing with somebody trying to get in my. Anyway. All right, it's national championship time. What I'm gonna do? Oh man. It is national championship time, and let's just see what happens. Let's see if UAB ends up with the victory or if it's Alabama. Okay, so we lost 2 more players. They weren't even in our top 10 as far as interest, so that's not a surprise for me. I'm not shocked at all. Alabama wins 42-12. They are your 2026 national champions. Let's see how it happened. So Alabama basically just okay, they basically bullied UAB. UAB got 4 field goals and 4 quarters, and Alabama basically shoved the ball down their throat. Holy shit. Oh my God, please. I'll be back in just a minute. I have a apparently I have a little pressing matter to take hold of. So if nothing changes for a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Had to handle a situation. Oh. Oh, okay, so Alabama roast UAB 42-12. Ty Simpson. Cool. Ty Simpson goes 19-25, 265 yards, 4 touchdowns. And he gets sacked once. Richard Young goes 13 carries, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. Simpson has 6, 42 and a touchdown. Cole Adams goes 8 catches, 99 yards, 3 scores. Jalen Hale goes 2 for 68 with a touchdown. So, let's look at the defense because, well, frankly, it just looked bad. So, King Mack, yeah, I'm calling that one, 8 tackles. Let's see, Keon Keeley, Joe Bynum, Hunter Osborne, and Yohani Pierre each had a sack. See you later, man. Take it easy. Jahil Hurley had half a sack, as did Justin Oracuno. He had half a sack as well. So yeah, the defense held up to their end of it. You can't do it. You can't play that way. Alrighty, so Trace Campbell, he went 20 of 38. He was sacked 5 times. He had 219 yards. Brutal game. Lee Beebe Jr. had 11 carries for 63 yards, no scores, 1 fumble, 1 broken tackle. Amari Thomas had 5 catches for 73 yards. Cam Shanks had 5 for 69. So Alabama is your 2026 national champion. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the stats for the year as we're getting ready to recap the end of the season. So, the end of the season stats, shall we? CJ Carr, he goes 152 of 214, 1,930 yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. Kenny Minchie goes 66 of 105, 926 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 pick. John Abinika goes 8 of 9 for 73 yards and an interception. Not bad, not horrible. We've got a good balance for next year. I'm honestly, when I see what the final depth chart for the quarterbacks is going to look like, we'll see. We may be making some changes. We may be moving on from some players. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, for the running backs, Jeremiah Love, he had 231 attempts, 1,316 yards, 10 touchdowns. He did have a fumble. He had 42 broken tackles. He averaged 5.7 yards a carry and averaged over 101 yards a game. His backfield mate, fellow senior Jadarian Price, had 68 carries, 329 yards, 3 scores. He averaged 25.3 a game. He averaged 4.8 a carry. Kenny Minchie went 28 carries, 72 yards, no scores, averaged 2.6. John Abinikana had 5 carries, 21 yards, 2 scores. He averaged 4.2, 21 a game. So, he did all right. So we'll see. You know, we're going to lose Price. We're going to lose Love. We're going to have some decent backfield for next year. It's going to... Oh, crap. I'm going to go look at the receivers. Huh. Oh, all right. Okay. Jordan Faison had 60 catches, 859 yards, averaged 14.3 a catch, averaged 66.1 a game, 11 touchdowns. His longest was 87. The sophomore, Cam Williams, he had 42 catches, 638 yards, 7 touchdowns, averaged 15.2, 49.1 a game. His longest was 71. The senior, Deion Colsey, he had 18 catches, 395 yards. He averaged 21.9, basically 22 yards a catch. Averaged 30.4 a game. He had 3 touchdowns. His longest was 75 yards. Jeremiah Love had 13 catches, 318 yards, averaged 10.3. He did have a touchdown catch. He averaged 24.5 a game. Jaden Greathouse, he had 20 receptions, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. He averaged 12.8. Max Clare had 28 catches, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. Connor Cooper, I was going to call him Connor. Cooper Flanagan had 17 catches, 145 yards, averaged 8.5. And Jarian Price had 8 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown. He averaged 6.4. And his longest was 18. We're probably going to end up getting the receivers a lot more involved next year, just because we're going to have depth at receivers. I think. You know, we're going to try our best to spread the ball around. So on the defensive side, Drake Bowden, who will be leaving as a senior, he had a total of 50 tackles, 42 solo, 8 assisted, 4 tackles for loss. That was it. Christian Gray, he had 44 tackles, 34 solo, 10 assisted, 3 tackles for loss, 3 picks, 51 yards and receptions, average 17. His longest interception return was 20. He did have 5 pass deflections. Drake Bowden had 6. Jaden Ashbury, he had 39 tackles, 31 solo, 8 assisted, 2 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. Damn. Okay, Aiden Scholler, he had 35 tackles, 37 solo, 8 assisted, 1 pick, returned it 14 yards. Ben Minichi, a free safety from Westchester, Ohio, he had 34 tackles, 30 solo, 4 assisted, 1 pick, returned it 21 yards. Jason Oni, the D-tackle, a senior D-tackle from North Providence, Rhode Island. He had 34 tackles, 25 solo, 9 assisted. He had 5 tackles for loss, 8 sacks. Chance Tucker, 32 tackles, 31 solo, 1 assisted, 1 pick, returned it 22 yards. Now, this dude right here, I'm going to be honest. This dude, if he hadn't got hurt his freshman year, this would just be a normal picture. He has 30 tackles, 25 solo, 25 assisted, 6 tackles for loss. He has 10.5 sacks as a D end. And he has a pass deflection. All I can say is, hello. Joshua Burnham, He had 28 tackles, 20 solo, 8 assisted, 4 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, pass deflection. Carson Hobbs. Oh, okay. Carson Hobbs. He has 26 tackles, 21 solo, 5 assisted, no tackles for loss. He does have an interception, 18 yards. He does have 2 pass deflections. Ryan Ostergaard. He had 23 tackles, 17 solo, 6 assisted, 7 tackles for loss, and 6 sacks. Pretty much everybody else kind of brought up whatever they could, and what they could, what they couldn't, they couldn't. Jesus Christ, this is awesome. Whew. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for the recap for the stats for the season. We are going to move on into the off season and see what happens. Once again, Alabama wins your 2026 national championship, winning the game 42-16 over UAB as we get ready to shut down the 2026 season, go into the off season, into the recruiting cycle, and get ready to ramp up the 2027 season. So without further ado, here we go. 2026 season is coming to a close. So we lost out on 2 more recruits who we weren't even top 10 interest in, so can't say I'm surprised. We did get another recruit, a Kerry Henry from Swahini, Georgia. He did break down his top 5. We are number 1 in his top 5, right ahead of Marshall and Georgia and Clemson and Alabama. Hopefully we can stay number 1. Hopefully. All right, we are about to enter the players leaving portion of this off season as we continue 2026. And before we get to that, I am going to step away for a moment just to handle something real quick. I will be back momentarily. Okay, I'm back. Had to take a moment. And, yeah. So, we're on the players leaving. So, let's see who's leaving. Alrighty. So, ooh. Man, I don't want him to go. He's projected round 2. But I think if he stays, I think he would be projected around 1. So I want him to try to stay. So I'm going to use the persuasion. I'm going to see if I can get him to stay. Motherfucker. He's leaving. Are you? So my biggest sack asset is leaving after 2 years. Damn. That's not cool. I mean, he's projected to go second round, so I mean that's good. That's good for him. But damn. All right. Carson Hobbs is citing playing style as the reason he wants to transfer. Let's see if we can get him to stay. He is deciding to stay. Leonard Moore is citing the same thing, playing style as the reason for transferring. Let's see if we can get him to stay. And he says no. So, Leonard Moore is going to be entering the transfer portal. And Barbacoa Torreo, my best defensive end, is entering the draft, and he's projected to be a round 2 pick. I cannot believe this, but I'm not surprised. Also, leaving, Jalen Sneed, he is projected to be a 5th round pick. Jeremiah Love is projected to be a 1st round pick. Drake Bowden is projected to be a 1st round pick. Whew. Billy Short is projected to be a 6th round pick. Christian Gray is projected to be a 2nd. Jaden Greathouse is projected to be a 3rd. Price isn't projected to go into the draft. That's a little surprising to me. But, okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're getting 1 player back, but we're losing 2. And I honestly can't say that... I can't say I agree with it, but I understand. Damn. Alrighty, so we're going to continue on to the next week and start getting into off-season prep. Damn, I can't believe that happened, but I'm not surprised. Alright, we picked up a lot more points. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the draft results. So, Jeremiah Love and Draycon Bolden went into round 1. Trejo did go round 2. Christian Gray went round 2 as well. Jaden Greathouse went round 3, as did Jalen Sneed. Billy Surratt went round 5. Jajarian Price actually went round 6, as did Jaheim White. And then Jason Oney went round 7. So, damn, we cleaned up pretty well, if I do say so myself. Shit. Ohio State did not have a 1st rounder this year. Interesting. Did Oregon? They had 1. It was a defensive tackle, Terrence Green. Penn State had 1. It was a left guard. Wow. Let's see. What other schools? TCU didn't had a 4th rounder. Texas had 2 1st rounders. They had C.J. Baxter and Matthew Golden. Can't say I'm surprised. A&M had none. Theirs were second rounders, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see. USC, they did not have anybody go in the first round. They had 3 guys go in the second round. Jaden Maivia went in the third round. Wow. Damn. That kind of hurts. Okay, let's see. Any other teams that we can think of? Alabama, they had 4 guys go in the first round. Simpson went. Ryan Williams, he went as a junior. Jalen Hale, and then Caden Proctor. Can't say I'm surprised. The talent. It's the talent. Alrighty. It's going to be pretty much it. We're going to enter the recruiting cycle. We have 35 recruits on our list. We have 11 under scholarship. And right now I'm going to look and see who's in line for a visit. Shit. Went to the wrong one. All right. Kiki Cashman. All right, we're going to go ahead and schedule him a visit week 1. And we are going to try to hit him with program tradition. James Beavers. Pro potential. Definitely pro potential. Okay. Robert Truman. We are going to go pro potential as well. And then Troy Hendricks, we will go... Shit, I guess we'll go pro potential. Damn. All right. All right, next one on the list is Juan Kiki. We're going to keep schedule. We're going to put some time on him. He's not ready. Time Chipotle, he is close. I would probably schedule him week 2 under the pro potential guys, just to see if something happens. Joel Olakoni, he's a junior from Poughkeepsie. Let's see. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's see if we can get him. Yeah, we'll go week 2. We'll go pro potential for him as well. Okay, Jaquez Fuller. We're gonna do contact friends and family. DeMarco Games, we're going to lock him in for week 2. Again, under the guise of pro potential. Kerry Henry, we are going to contact friends and family. We need more. We're getting shut out on a lot of things, but we need more. And then the last one, yeah, we're definitely going to contact friends and family about him, and we're going to see what we can get. All right, so that is everybody that's on the ready to visit. Let's take a look here. Let's see. We got a lot of targets. We got a lot of signees. We got 1 left tackle. We got 3 right tackles. Defense, we've got defensive ends. Outside linebackers, we need 2. We've only got 1. So somebody's coming off this list. Yeah. Probably, if I'm going to take a guess, probably a free safety. Somebody who's not in my top 10, that's for damn sure. Yeah, somebody who's definitely not in my top 10, that's for damn sure. Okay. If you're not in my top 10, you're coming off this list. And that would be you. You're not in my top 10, you're coming off this list. I need the space. So we are going to look at another outside linebacker. We're going to hit the transfer portal, just kind of take a look. I know what I'm looking for. We're looking for outside linebacker. I want to see what comes up. We got one, and that is Dak Tubbs. So we're going to hit the prospect list. Maybe we'll get lucky. I hope so. Okay, so we got Jacquez Fuller. We do not have anybody else who's on our interest list, so that would be a no. Okay, is there any other positions that we need to worry about? I don't actually know. Could. Yeah, we got to get the other two in though. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the tailbacks and see who's available. We got Josh Ringer from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. He is transferring. He's a true sophomore. Where is he transferring from? That would be my question. Let's go take a look at the transfer portal and find out. He would be transferring from Miami, Ohio. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put him on the list. Can't have enough running backs, honestly, at this point. We cannot have enough running backs at this point. And Peel's not even in our fucking... Alright, he's on our list. We're going to go ahead and scout him. Alright. You know what? No, 25 ain't gonna do it. We're doing 50. Okay. Anybody else that has not been... He's number 7. On our list. We'll go ahead. We'll get him recruited. Got him up. He's number 8. Out of 8. We're good with that. Number 8, we're good with that. He's number 2, but he's on a visit. We've got him locked up for 25 points. Do we want to do 50? Oh, I think I want to do 50. Yeah, we'll do 50. Okay. He's close. We'll go ahead and throw 25 bones. We'll go ahead and throw 25 bones. I want to see what comes off. He's close as well. We'll throw 25 on that. We got 25 on this. We want to do 50. Where's he at in the overview? Okay, we'll do 50. Okay, he's ready, he's ready, he's ready, and he's ready. So at this point, it's more about just being ready, being locked in, and being ready to go. Okay, anybody at the bottom of my list? Everybody at the bottom of my list has no interest. Is not in our top 10. I am going to recruit him. Scout. Think maybe I can get lucky. Throw 25 bones on that. Recruit him. Throw 25 bones on it. Scout him. Okay. Brian Garvin. I could always use another tight end. Same thing with this one. I can always use another tight end. You know, losing the ones I'm losing, it's not a surprise. Honestly, do it. Shit, wrong one. Okay, he is all the way scouted as a mentals for team player. That's good. He's got decent stats too. And he has an arm bar ability. Oh, I love running backs with arm bar abilities. That means they will punch you in the mouth. It's a beautiful thing. Alright. These other two guys, let's see. You know what? Let's throw something on it. Let's do the 25. We'll do the 25. We'll scout them. Make sure they're... Oh God, yeah. He's got 91 acceleration. His awareness sucks, but he's got 91 acceleration. Honestly, if he comes in as a receiver, he could possibly be a return specialist this freshman year. Okay. Alright, so we've got everybody with the exception of Tony Dobbs locked in. I don't know about Dobbs. That's my only question. I don't know about Dobbs. That is my only question. That's mainly because he's already got Oregon on his list. He's from California. So it's kind of one of those of, do you want to drag the kid that's from California into the middle of the country, especially knowing what I've got on the list for this year. I got 4 quarterbacks that are staying. I've got a junior who is on the list, and I've got Dobbs. I've got one for sure. Question is, do I want to do Dobbs or not? Knowing full well that the possibility, the junior, the JUCO that's coming in, depending on where he rates and how he is, he could vault to the top of the depth chart. But it's all about trying to build for next year. You know what? I'm going to take a look at the prospect list for quarterbacks. I want to see who is available. Tyler Douglas, he is a transfer junior. And then Peyton Cochran, he's a true freshman. So transfer portals. Douglas is 4th on the list. Cochran's 8th. Oh, wow. Okay. Oakhurst, New Jersey. Olney, Maryland. Where are they transferring from? I gotta know. Douglas is transferring from Temple. Cochran's transferring from James Madison. Ooh. Oh. Sorry, Tony. You coming off the list. Sorry, Tony. You coming off the list. You coming off the list, buddy. I'm so sorry, but you coming off the list. Oh man. I'm gonna pick Tony. I'm gonna pick Tyler Douglas and just see what happens. So we're gonna recruit Tyler Douglas. We're gonna throw out the 25. I want to see what happens. I want to see what. Okay, so he comes out with sleight of hand and dot as abilities. No mentals, but it's a good start. His top offer right now is BC. He's got Wake Forest or Virginia, Duke, and Michigan State is his top 5. BC has the top of the top league, but the influence is low. All right, so we've got everything straightened out with the recruits for this first week. Off-season recruiting week 1 is in the books. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we can get signed. All right, so we get a commitment from James Beavers from Ramsey, New Jersey. The 3-star D-tackle is coming to Notre Dame. Following him will be 3-star D-tackle Robert Truman from Montevideo, New Jersey. And that's it. Cochran has filed down his top 5 list. We did not make the list. I kind of figured that was a possibility. We also lost out on Mike Moss. He has trimmed his top 5 list. We were number 9. Not surprised. And so we lost out on a defensive end and we lost out on a safety. That's okay. It was bound to happen. Shit happens. Alright, so we're into week 2. We've got 675 points to work with. And we've got 2 recruits lined up and ready to go. 2 recruits signed and ready to go. I'm going to hit that transfer portal one more time for the quarterbacks. Douglas is gone. Damn. Douglas is top 5, and we are. I thought we took him off the list already. Yeah, we did. We took him off the. No, he. Okay, so no, Cochran. I didn't put Cochran on the list. The computer must have. Oh. Interesting. He is ready for a visit. The only thing that he has going good for him is proximity to home. I'm going to do pro potential, but I'm going to shift it off for week 3 and pray to God that we get a check mark for that. Okay. Alright, so we've got players that are ready for a visit. Okay, the right tackle, Matt Cecil, pro potential. Alright, let's get him in for week 2. Josh Ringer, proximity to home's A+. Let's set him up for week 3. Keon Johnson, pro potential. Let's get him set up for week 4. Philip Daniels, he's not ready. He may think he's ready. He ain't ready. Not for us anyway. John Stone, athletic facilities. You know what? Let's do it. Week 4, we'll do it athletic facilities. Amiri Washington has nothing. We're still waiting. And I'm not putting points on somebody who doesn't at least have 2 check marks. Joshua Hardy, who probably is either going to be a tight end or a receiver. He's going to be a tight end. He is ready to visit. Let's set him up for week 3. We'll do pro potential. Championship contender and program tradition for Kerry Henry. Let's do that. Week 3. Let's do program tradition. Okay, and he's close, but he's not close enough. Actually, he's probably close. He's probably as close as we're gonna get. All right. Jacquez Phillips. We'll get him lined up for week 4. We'll do program tradition. Okay, so we've still got 3 others that we want to get more intel on. Kiki, we just have 2 things, and I want to get a little bit more details. Excuse me. All right, so we still need to fill out 4. We still need to fill out 4 spots. Throw 25 points on him. Get a little bit more. Okay, so at this point we are just trying to fill everything out. We've got our quarterbacks, we've got our running backs, we've got 1 sign. At this point it's just trying to get 2 more and trying to get at least 1 more in. I think we're going to get Troy Hendricks. It looks like we're going to get Troy Hendricks. We had him set up for a visit week 1. It's just getting it signed. So, and then Ringer, he's on our list. We got a week 3 visit. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so week 2 is going to be in the books. We will see what happens. We got Troy Hendricks. He signed Jersey City, New Jersey. We also got DeMarco Gammon from Akron, Ohio. And that's it. We lost 2 guys. Oh, well, we lost 3. Damn, we lost Tony Douglas. Damn it, we lost Douglas. Okay, that's bound to happen. We lost Tyler Douglas. He did his top 3. BC, Duke, and West Virginia made that list. So that was bound to happen. But we do have a JUCO junior who looks like he's going to be in. So we'll see how that goes. We did lose out on Sua Guy. He cut us down. He reached his top 8. And then John Stone went ahead and signed his letter of intent with Penn State. So it is what it is. We lost out on a few players. We understand that. Shit. Shit happens. Okay, so can we? Yeah, we'll do it. Championship contendership. He's only got one, and it's brand exposure, but he's in his top 3. And if we're gonna do it, we need to get it done. All right, brand exposure. Coach prestige, he's in his top 3 and we're we're locked out for the rest of those, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We have 15 players under scholarship for next year. That would right now put us... That would put us at number 16, so that's good. We have 3 5-stars, a free safety, a middle linebacker. Okay, 2 free safeties and a middle linebacker. I could deal with that. Alrighty, week 3 is in the books. Before we get to the final week, let's see what happens. Come on. Kiki Cashman from Cincinnati, Ohio signs his letter of intent. We got the JUCO junior from Poughkeepsie, New York, Joel Onakona. We also got the wide receiver Kari Henry from Swahini, Georgia. We got Keon Johnson from Akron, Ohio, the 4-star left tackle. Amir Washington from Orange, Texas, the 4-star DN. We did lose out on 3 guys. We lost out on right tackle, left tackle, and a left guard. Two of them, the right tackle and the left guard, decided to go to Penn State. The left tackle decided to go to Michigan. Can't say I blame them. You want to go, you want to go. I can't blame. I can't blame you for that. All right, we are in the final week of recruiting. Okay. I thought I put points on him. I put recruiting points on him. I know I put recruiting. Tony Dobbs is back on the board. We are in the top 10 right now for our recruiting classes. Rutgers, it actually looks like they're going to sign him. They gave him a scholarship offer, and he is sitting in their top. He is sitting at the top. I'm going to recruit him. I'm going to send the house. I'm going to scout his ass. Hopefully we get lucky. We do. We don't. We tried. And then Kevin Cook, same thing. We're just going to scout him, recruit him, send the house, and pray that maybe we get lucky. Now, we're going to do that with these last guys too. Screw it. At this point, it's the last week. If they sign, cool. If they don't, we try. Alrighty. We scheduled him for week 3. And we'll see how it goes. Right now we've got 20 recruits signed. We are sitting in the top 10, directly at number 10. We are looking good. All right. So down to the final week of recruiting. The last week before National Signing Day and everything becomes official. Let's see if we get anybody else signed. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. That's the fun of it. Let's see. Jaquez Fuller from Cincinnati, Ohio signs the 3-star outside linebacker. Joshua Hardy, the 3-star center from New Hampshire, signs. Matt Zizela from Severn, Maryland, 3-star right tackle, he signs. Josh Ringer, the tailback from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, he signs. He adds more depth to our tailback room. We got Ken Pfeiffer from Modesto, California. He is going to sign on as a punter. Darrell Holiday from Morgantown, West Virginia. Yeah, we yanked him away from the West Virginia University, and he has come crawling into the arms of Notre Dame for love and support. Khalil Malik from Harrelton, Pennsylvania says, I want to come play for Notre Dame. We also got Brian Garvin from Orange, New Jersey as a 3-star tight end. And that is it. That is it. Dobbs reached his top 8 schools. We did not make the list. I will be interested to see where everybody ends up. We did pick up 10 more points. We had Juan Kiki signed with Boise State. Can't say I'm surprised. I cannot say I'm surprised. We got Pfeiffer. We got Holiday. Tony Dobbs is going to Wisconsin. Damn. All right. Let's take a look. Let's just get down to National Signing Day, and then we'll go through the position changes, kind of even out everything. If we're heavy on one side or the other, plus we can also look and see exactly where did everybody go, where did everybody fall. So Juan Kiki says, sorry coach, I'm going to Boise. I understand. Time Toulouse says, I'm going to Wisconsin. Sorry coach. We're okay with that. Tony Dobbs signs with Wisconsin. I thought he was going to sign with Rutgers, but he signed with Wisconsin. Rico Buck went and signed with Florida State. Jamison Kumar signed with Boise State. Jamar Peel signed with Washington. And in a grand total, we ended up with 29 recruits. And the number 8 overall recruiting class for this upcoming season. Number 8. Damn. Wow. Woo-wee. Let's take a look here, because I'm curious. I want to see, what does it break down as? Jalen Timms, who was a 5-star free safety. He was ranked as the number 7 in the national rankings, number 2 in positional, and number 1 in the state of Indiana. We got him. Rakeem Magigo, the middle linebacker from Pennsylvania, number 12 nationally. We got the number 1 ranked and the number 1 out of the state of Pennsylvania. Amir Washington, who is a 4-star defensive end, a transfer from Texas. He came from the state of Texas. He was number 25 nationally, number 3 positionally, and number 7 in the state. The funny thing is, you look down a little bit further, he's a left end. The number 5 guy that we signed, who's a 4-star, is actually the number 1 in the position, the same position group of where we signed the number 3. I'm just saying. Garrison Crow, 5-star free safety. He was 27th nationally, 5th by position, and 2nd in the state of New Jersey. So we got the number 2 and the number 5 free safeties by position, and the number 7 and the number 27 nationally ranked free safeties. Hallelujah. Calvin Sims from Westerville, Ohio, number 1 by position at left end, number 37 nationally, number 3 in the state of Ohio. For states and positions, majority of the people that we signed, with the exception of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Basically, the majority of the guys that we signed we signed a lot of either top 10 positions. We signed a lot of top 10 positions, just based on position. It was like Lester Lake was the number 4 fullback. He was number 50 in the state, but he was the number 4 fullback by position. That's saying something. Pfeiffer, number 7 punter at a 3-star from California. That's saying a lot. I mean, for positions, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players that were ranked in the top 10 by position. 10 that were in the top 15. 12 that were in the top 25. And basically, it wasn't until we got to Jacquez Fuller that we even hit the top 50 by position. Whew. We're going to have fun next year. Alright, so that's going to be the end of recruiting. We do have position changes to look into. I'm going to look at everything for position changes, even those out, and see what we're looking at. Right now, let's just take a look. We're going to start with the back end of the defense. So he's going to be a 67 as a punter. That's okay. He was 77 as a kicker, and Jack Willard. Alrighty. Okay, so we have 4 strong safeties, and we have, good God, we've got 5 free safeties. Okay, what are we looking at for corners? 5. Okay, so let me see The free safeties, let me see. If we moved in the corner, okay, Rico Dial would actually move up to a 76. Okay, okay. Garrison Crow would actually go down to a 75. Okay. So Dial, we may move Dial. Timms, I don't know if I want to. Timms would go down to a 74. He would actually play better as a linebacker. That's because of his frame and his hit. He's more run support with the safety. So right now, Dial is probably the choice, at least for the free safeties, to move to corner. Strong safeties, ooh, this could be interesting. Casey Kutcher could move to corner. He would be a 67. Is that a bad thing, though? I mean, he's going to sit. He's going to sit as a free safety. I mean, he's going to sit as a strong safety till next year. But he could play right away as a corner. You know what? I'm going to make the move. I'm actually going to make the move for both of them. I'm going to move Dial. We're going to move Rico Dial to corner. And then I'm going to take Casey Kutcher and I'm going to move him to corner as well. Yeah. So our corner situation is going to be Carson Hobbs, Terrence East, Larry Siller, Rico Dial, Kalen Brink, and then Casey Kutcher and Darren Holiday would round us out. I think that'll work. All right, so we've got 5 right outside linebackers. We've got 3 on the left side. So we're going to move one of you guys over. Let's see, what is there? 69, 74, and 83. Question, do I move? Well, Ashbury's leaving next year. Do I move Fuller or do I move Quincy LaRue? He would move to 68. He'd still be behind Jaden Gerald. You know what? I'm going to move the freshman. Yeah, I'm going to move the freshman. It just makes more sense. I mean, if the freshman's gonna sit any way it goes. Truman's gonna be a 68. Man. J.C. Chosen is a 68 as a D tackle. Hopefully with training he will go up. Hopefully Beavers does the same. Okay, so defensive ends, we've got 3 on the right side and 4 on the left. I'm okay with it being the way it is. I'm not gonna bother with it. We've got 4 right tackles. We've got 5 on the left. 66 being the lowest, 68 being the lowest. I think we're okay. Guards, we've got 5, 65 being the lowest. And we got 4, 76 being the lowest there. I think we're okay with that. All right, tight ends, we're going to have 4. Levi Spanitsky is going to be a 75. Landon Cole is going to be a 74. These guys are going to be 67 and 65 respectively. I'm okay with that. Gary Henry will be the only freshman joining this. Dallas Van Dyke, Cam Egan, Adrian Knight, and Nick Copa will be redshirt freshmen, and we will be relying heavily on Trey St. Clair right, Kiki Smith, and of course Cam Williams. We will be hitting the recruiting trail hard for receivers next year. Fullback, we will be carrying Lester Lake. Tailbacks, incoming junior. Wow, okay. Incoming junior Josh Ringer right now is going to lead the tailbacks, with Jeremiah Twin right behind him at 74, 75. Patrick Cantrell sitting at 74, and then Jeremiah Ritz sitting at 69. Troy Hendricks, who's sitting at 67, will be the depth chart backup. And then for the quarterbacks, yeah, I thought so. I was hoping. Okay, so Joe Olawakini is a 66. CJ Carr is going to be the undisputed starter, and then basically we're just going to be trying to build something behind him. This is going to be fun. Awesome. Alright, so position changes are made. We're set for positions. The depth chart is going to be signed. National Signing Day is in the books. And we're done. We're done for the off season. We're going to get ready to open the 2027 preseason. Oh, that was good. Okay, we're 4.5 stars. Alrighty. Alright, they want me to training results and upgrade coaching skills. Alright, we're gonna upgrade coaching skills. Let's see. Do we want to do that, or do we want to... Let's do it. Okay. Training results. Minchie is now at 92, with Carr sitting at 90. This is going to be an interesting setup. So right now it's Minchie sitting at 92, CJ Carr sitting at 90, redshirt sophomore Josh Abaniki sitting at 82, and then redshirt freshman Glenn Skaggs sitting at 80. Minchie and Carr, dude, the thing is, Minchie has got more awareness, a lot more awareness at 90, and that plays a lot into it. God, throw power, CJ Carr. Short throw accuracy, Carr. Medium throw accuracy, Minchie. But it's not by much, it's only by 4. Deep throw accuracy, they're the same. Throw on the run, Carr. Throw under pressure, Carr. Break sack, Minchie. But not by much. Actually, Skaggs is the better one. Play action. That's Carr. I don't know. This is going to be one of those where Minchie's going to seemingly be that guy who's going to be that starter, but I've seen enough out of CJ Carr to be like, you're my starter, dude. So, I don't know. Training results are going to be interesting. Well, the preseason for next season is going to be interesting. It's just going to be something. Okay, so they want to custom conference and encourage transfers. I got to see if I need to actually cut anybody because I don't know. I need to cut 5 players. Oh, wow, okay. I did not expect that. Ooh, okay. Okay. Not where I expected. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna cut Glenn Skaggs. If I'm given the option, I'm cutting Skaggs. It's just, I'm giving him a chance. So we're gonna encourage Skaggs. Tailbacks. Jeremiah Ritz. Receivers. I'm going to go with Dallas Van Dyke. Tight ends, nobody. Tackles. Hell no. Maybe Joey Orlando. But I'm not doing Knapp and I'm not doing Jagasaw. That ain't happening. So maybe Orlando. I need to cut one more. And honestly, if I'm going to cut one more off this list, it's going to be Daryl Fala, left guard. All right, so we cut down 3 players off our list. Custom conferences is going to stay where it is. There's no need to make any changes right now. And we are simulating the 2026 off season. We are getting ready to kick off the 2027 regular season. The recruiting board will need to be set up. We'll take a look at the schedule, see if there are any changes we want to make. We will be starting off week 0 against Michigan State in Spartan Stadium in East Lansing. Then we will be playing Purdue, FCS Northeast. We will be making a trip to Clemson, followed by a trip to Duke. Then we'll be playing Georgia Tech. We have a bye week, week 6. Then we will host USC in Notre Dame Stadium. We will head out to Wake Forest. We will play Navy at home. We will play Virginia Tech, and we will play Washington State at home. Then we will have a bye week, week 12, and then week 13, we will play the Stanford Cardinal in Palo Alto. So, okay, so we'll see how that goes. I don't really see any reason to reset the schedule. I kind of like it. I think it'll be interesting, especially after the first 3 weeks, because I think if we go 3-0, we're off to a great start. If we go 2-1, depending on who we lose to, it could be interesting. It could be bad. It could be brutal, but we'll see. But I think I like where we're going. I think I like where we're going with this. So I'm going to keep the schedule. I'm going to set up the recruiting board off. I'm going to wrap this up here, and then I'm going to just set up my recruiting board because, frankly, there are some other things that I need to do that I need to take care of today. So this will be the end for the stream. We got 2 hours. We got the off season finished. We're going to get the start of the 2027 season. We're going to get the preseason done off stream, and then I'll probably jump back on later today or tomorrow, and we'll kick off the opening of 2027, and we'll go from there. So until next time, we'll see you guys later. Y'all have fun. Peace.